You have seen those ambient videos on YouTube, right? What if it were possible for you to earn up to $10,000 from simply making those videos? You don't even have to talk or do that much work, just like the channel Relaxing White Noise on YouTube. If you go to Social Blade, enter the channel's name, and look at their predicted revenue in more detail, you'll notice that it routinely fluctuates between $3,000 and $6,000 every day. Who doesn't want that? Welcome to Finan Simple, where money's made easy, and here's just how to do that. Consider the channel's soothing relaxation as an example. Their anticipated daily revenues are between $6,000 and $14,000, about twice as much as the previous channels. However, did you realize that Social Blade estimates its earnings to be between 40% and 60% lower than they actually are? Therefore, it is more likely that those channels routinely make between $12,000 and $24,000 every day. So in this video, we'll walk you through each stage and explain how to start generating these films for yourself so that you may start earning $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, or $25,000 every day. First step, find out what kind of ambient films you should be producing. Here's a simple trick for you guys. You should first determine what material is performing the best in your niche. You may approach this in 3 distinct ways. Finding roughly 6 of the biggest channels within your niche is the first thing you could do. Once you have identified the biggest channels, you're going to visit each of their pages, click videos, choose sort by, and then arrange the videos in order of most watched. What this will do is display all of the top performing videos on that channel ever, and then you want to list the top 10 performing videos ever on each of the 6 biggest channels in the ambient video specialty. You're going to go over all of the various video titles and try to see any patterns once you've gone through each of these channels' best performing videos. For instance, are there any videos on these channels that consistently perform really well on all of them? Next, return to sort by and arrange the videos in order of newest release. Basically, you're seeking for videos with a lot of views compared to the average for the channel. What does it mean? You can see the average views of various channels' videos by scrolling through them. The channel's baseline views are essentially just the average number of views it receives each time it posts a new video. You can see that the baseline views for, let's say, one channel are, on average, between 15,000 and 35,000 views. Then, among the huge number of videos, there will be a video that seems to stand out from the others. One that has garnered over 300,000 views. That is literally 10 times the amount of views that other videos get on average. In essence, that shows you that people really enjoy the video. Let's say people genuinely like the sounds of the rainforest. So, you're going to your notes and jot down rainforest ambience, and maybe include a link to that video so that you can go to it later and see precisely what it is that they are doing in the video that so many people seem to appreciate. In other words, you could go through and identify the videos that had spikes in views if you needed an unending source of video ideas. The last method to look for ambient noises is to use a program called vidIQ. For starters, this application provides a ton of functions that can aid in the expansion of your YouTube channel. However, the one aspect that should be emphasized in this video is keyword research. For instance, you go to keywords, type in ambient noises, and then click the option that reads View all 300 matching things. vidIQ will provide you with a long list of keywords that people often look for on YouTube. You can then effectively start gathering an unlimited number of video ideas by simply going through this long list. You could possibly narrow your search even further if you wanted to by using a term like rain ambience. Once more, it will provide you with a lengthy list of keywords and other relevant terms that people often look for on YouTube. With the use of this really effective tool, you may start seeing success with your ambient movies. If you own an Apple computer, you may utilize the highly effective and cost-free editing program iMovie. You may download and utilize DaVinci Resolve, HitFilm Express, Kdenlive, or Lightworks if you have a computer. All of these are completely free, and DaVinci Resolve is said to be the best among those mentioned. Now, Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro are both your best choices if you wanted the greatest editing software and were prepared to pay some money. Let's say you will be using Final Cut Pro when you create your ambient videos. So, what comes first? Finding genuine ambient video ideas was covered in detail in Step 1. Step 2, go to your ideas for ambient videos. Just simply pick one and begin creating the film. Let's say you use the rain and thunderstorm ambience. You are then going to visit the website Epidemic Sound as your initial action. Over 30,000 excellent tunes and over 90,000 excellent sound effects may be found on that website. There will always be music and sound effects available for your ambient films. You name it, they got it. However, you should first take note that this website will demand a very low monthly fee. If you pay annually, it just costs $9 each month. So navigate to Epidemic Sound and select Sound Effects from the menu that appears. Now, there will be several options for side effects. However, since you will be doing an ambient rain and thunderstorm film, click right where it says Weather. When you select it, a long list of sound effects relating to the weather will appear. After you have done that, browse and start downloading some sound effects for your film. However, you want to first look for your visuals since clearly the visuals you use in the film will significantly modify the sound effects that you use. Since you will be displaying an image of rain and leaves, it makes sense to download the rain and leaves sound effect. There are websites like unsplash.com, rawpixel.com, and pixels.com that allow you to utilize their services for free and download incredibly high-resolution photographs. Have a look at their website. Once you get to RawPixel, start by looking for pictures of rain. Now is the time to start having a lot of fun and expressing your creativity. You should take this time to get creative if you really want to elevate your game and make your film stand out. An example would be to use coffee shop instead of rain, and you may be confused as to how rain is related to coffee. Just stay put because rest assured that you are going to have your mind completely blown. Simply download the picture and open it in your chosen editing program. Scaling the image up until no more black remains will ensure that it fills the full frame. The next website you are going to visit is vdz.com, which is basically a website with a ton of free video materials. Take note that everything that doesn't have the pro tag on it is entirely free to use. So, if you type in the term rain, for instance, you are going to download a rain video from there and then you are going to import it into your editing software. You will then overlay the picture of the coffee shop with the rain footage you have just downloaded. The result will simply be a black screen. However, if you choose the rain clip from your timeline and move the cursor over the word blend mode and change it from normal to screen, you'll see that the dark disappears, leaving the image of the coffee shop with the rain on top, which is very neat. However, it is not quite done as it seems that the rain is now pouring inside the coffee shop. All you need to do to make it appear more realistic is to use a mask to hide the portion of the image that represents the table and make it appear to be pouring outside. Does it sound complex? Here's what we mean. If you navigate to Effects, then to Mask, then to Shape Mask, you will drag and drop the shape mask into the rain video on your timeline. You'll see that it now provides an area, a mask, where the rain just occurs inside of that mask. If you expand the mask to cover the entire image, except for the table, it will now seem like it's raining outside, or at least, that's how we see it. Now, you could go in and cover up other parts if you really wanted to make your image look more authentic. However, the majority of people won't ever notice that. That's it, you now have a coffee shop with rain animations that make it seemingly look like it's happening outside. You can further edit this by returning to VDZ and see if you can get some steam for the coffee cup in the picture. Therefore, you'll go to vdz.com and key in steam, and there will undoubtedly be an animation for steam. Pick one that you like, download it, and then import it into your editing program. You will then position the steam to be directly above the coffee cup and, of course, scale it down to make it appear more realistic. Do the same process you made on the rain, place it on the top of the image, pick the steam, go to blend mode, and switch on screen. You can make further adjustments if the steam does not still look authentic, it's entirely up to you. As a result, you now have a still image with flowing rain, a hot cup of coffee, and, if you still wanted more, air dust to give it a more alive feel. Now that we have the images, it's time to return to Epidemic Sound and get some rain sound effects. Simply browse the section while listening to a few different sound effects. There is no need to overthink this procedure, just pick one that you like. Once you have found one, download that, place it into your editing program below the visuals. Feel free to download as many coffee shop ambient sounds as you like, since you are in total control of how you want your video to look like. Let's say you feel like it would sound better if you could hear the rain a bit more clearly than the actual noises of the coffee. Make necessary adjustments until you are satisfied with what you have. Is the rain too loud? Lower the decibels on it to get the feel that it is raining far from you since your perspective is inside the coffee shop. You may even use a built-in feature from Final Cut Pro, the muffled audio effect, to really have that muffled sound on the rain better simulating that it is outside. Now, you could choose to leave things as is, or you could go in and add some music. Let's say you want to add some kind of calm jazz or piano music to your scene. To add some jazz music to the ambient film, simply click on genre, choose jazz, and then download a couple different jazz tunes. After you're done, give it a test run and see if you're happy with what you have made. You now have the ambient video ready. What is left to do then? It's now time for you to get started a new YouTube channel at this moment. That was how to create ambient videos for you to start making money on YouTube. Be creative. It may not even be limited to rain sounds, just simply search for what's within your niche or what scenarios are garnering a lot of views from other people. Once you identify them, you simply need to replicate what other channels are doing and you'll be making money in no time. Always stay focused on learning and developing discipline. Get educated, make a plan, and stay the course. If you found this informative, smash the like button, please share it with a friend, comment down below, and let us know what would you like to have made Finan Simple next. And definitely subscribe so you don't miss new content. Keep your head up, ears open, and always search for knowledge. See you soon!